Now, oil marketing companies are fighting government over the implementation of taxes announced in the supplementary budget. The tax increases, which took effect Sunday, has led to the increase of fuel prices at the pumps effective September 1. And in a statement, the Executive Secretary of COPEC, Duncan Amwa, described the move as ill-timed, ill-advised and completely insensitive. According to him, the repercussion on consumers far outweighs its intent. Mr. Amwa joins us via Skype for more on this. Good morning, sir. Thank you for your time. Well, I understand we have him on phone, rather. Thank you, Mr. Amwa, and thank you for joining us this morning. When the budget was read, I remember that you fought the introduction of those taxes, but eventually they've come into force, and consumers are feeling it on their pockets as they go to the pumps this morning. Tell us why you think this is ill-timed. I get the impression then that you're not totally against the taxes, but you think the timing is wrong.
Dennis, it is not far-sighted to understand why government would want to impose taxes. But then again, when you also have a system that allows a lot of oil revenue or petroleum downstream revenues to go into private individual pockets, only for the government to turn around another day to say it needs more revenue. When, like I had indicated earlier, a lot of the revenue has already been allowed to go into private pockets. Over the past 3 years, we have lost in excess of 4 billion Ghana cedis to the fuel smuggling syndicate. So on one hand, it's a lot of revenue leaking, and then the government comes with a justification it needs more revenue. So it becomes a bit untenable to the ordinary person who at this point is already choking with the high incidence of fuel taxes in Ghana. As I speak with you, we happen to be about one of the highest within the sub-region. It is not good enough for businesses. It is not good enough for the people within the country, and it also has its own negative consequences on the government itself. Unfortunately, we only look at one side of numbers, whereas government can easily and safely project that if I put in 20 pesos a liter and there's about 300 million liters consumed, I'm going to make about 60 million cedis extra every month. The next 4 months or 5 months remaining for the year, I could make about 300 million cedis of the new introduction. What government, however, fails to project is the unnecessary pressures and hardships such collections would bring to the entire economy. Mind you, those on public sector wage would soon start asking the same government to increase salaries, wages, and incomes because the take-home would not be able to take them home. So on one hand, government wants revenue. It comes to tax everybody. And then the government will use the same revenue to go and pay workers because the said taxes have now made lives unbearable. The sad aspect is those left in between who are not on government payroll, those who don't even have jobs, those who are probably on pension, those who are currently not doing anything meaningful or employable. Those people are left in between. Jobs cannot be created when you are increasing taxes the way we are doing.
All right, Mr. Amwa, so when the taxes were announced, you fought it. Now it's being implemented. What exactly do you want?
Benis, I can safely assure that we have not reneged on dialogue. If dialogue fails, however, we would, step up the pressure and notch higher because, as I indicated earlier, fuel prices are already overbearing for Ghanaians. And so for government to still think at this point, when they should be scaling down on these taxes, rather, for government to just go ahead and increase taxes, what the government has done is one of three things. If world market prices were to go up tomorrow morning, fuel price will go up again. If the cedi was to lose value because we are getting into the December frenzy where importations are on the rise and the cedi loses ground, you are going to have to pay more. And so indirectly, the government is forcing fuel prices out of the ordinary, rich of Ghanaians. And we do not think that it is good enough. We will continue to dialogue with them for a week or two, but if we don't get any results or get any indication that government intends to do something about the crippling levels of fuel taxes, we will hit the streets in the coming days.
Thank you very much for your time this morning. You had Executive Director for the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers in Ghana, COPEC. That's Duncan Amwa speaking on the increase in fuel prices.